Hello, guys. It's Sapphire Agni with episode 6 of the American Horror Story Coven, titled "The Axeman Cometh." Is and I would have to say, woo! This episode was good. So, as with my previous reviews, I'm gonna start off with the old year, the past year, when they do the flashbacks and then do the present. So in this one we're in 1919. The Axeman of New Orleans writes out a letter which is printed in the news. Read in Miss Rabo. I can never pronounce this academy's name. The academy of the girls attend. Um, they debate whether to play the jazz music, which is the manifesto, in which the manifesto claims that will spare them from murder. A bold witch named Millie exclaims that they will not be taken. Later, she leads the X-Men from a bar to the Coven. He prowls the house quietly, stopping the recording in their room where the witch reads tarot. She's reading the tarot cards. The witches emerge from the corners of the room to stab him to death. So he ain't killing nobody tonight, but he died tonight. That sucks for you. So then we go into 2003. No, 2013. We have Zoe rummaging through Madison's items, and a bottle rolls to the floor, revealing a hidden compartment in the closet. Inside, among other things, are pictures of the declining number of witches and a Ouija board. There's always got to be a Ouija board. There's always a Ouija board. It's like you can't have a movie about witches, demons without a Ouija board. I would never play with one though. I'll tell you that much. I mean, they sell them in like stores and stuff. Like Toys R Us has them. There's one that's it's part of a wishing kit. It's tarot cards, the Ouija board, and it's the catcher thing that you used to play with the kids. Like that is a little thing, and it's like pink and it's for like little girls. And then the big one, which glows in the dark, that's for like more of a family fun. I'm not fucking with a fucking Ouija board. I'm not playing with a damn thing. I mean, you probably have some people that be like, I don't believe in demons. Oh, I don't believe in evil spirits. Blah, 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 blah. And when you end up with having the freaking Antichrist for a baby, or you have the freaking poltergeist and the freaking Satan up in your house, like Amityville Horror, don't start saying nothing. You play with that Ouija board, okay? That's one thing I would never in my life play with. If you one of my friends, you talking about, ooh, fire, let's go have fun with the Ouija board. No, I'm leaving your house. I'm putting salt around my bed. I am not playing with no Ouija board. Why would you want to play with that? You know what I'm saying? Do you think spirits really care if you're a Christian or non-Christian? No. They're spirits. They don't give a F. They don't. You're a person. You're away into this into the mortal plane. They don't care if you're a Christian or not. Satanist, Wiccan, atheist, Buddhist, Hindu, they don't give a fuck, okay? They're coming into this world whether you like it or not. I'm not playing with a Ouija board. Anyway, they make a pact with each other. They make a pact to watch each other's back. Queenie provides a cautionary tale before the three young witches use the board to contact a spirit who reveals himself to be the Axeman. He blames them for his murder. Hey, you was killing people first. Okay, don't be trying to blame us. It's called karma. You was killing people, so eventually he's gonna die. That's how it works. You cop here gonna get mad because you died. You was killing people, really? It's like Jack the Ripper come back. They killed me, dude. You was killing women, like really? It's like Hitler saying it's like Hitler coming back or something about like, dude, do you know what you did? Aren't we trying to switch the blame on us? So, the witches researched the X-Men on the internet and discovered the diaries of the 1919 witches. Zoe wants to revive his contact to get answers on Madison, but Queenie and Nan will have none. They're like, we're not playing around with that, see? There's always got to be that one person in a situation like, but come on, he can help us. Satan can help you too, but I'm not going to get no help from him. Satan can help many people. He can help lots of people in exchange for your soul and eternal damnation. Satan can help a lot of people. Doesn't mean it needs to be done. I'm just saying. Shoot. It could be done. He directs her to the attic via the board. Zoe investigates to find Spaulding's dolls and Madison along with it. She is discovered by Spaulding. He silences her screams. The girls interrogate and torture Spaulding with an attempt to read his responses. He lies, claiming that he killed her to feed his necrophiliac appetites. He challenges them to contact the authorities and expose the Coven. Queenie responds by proxy, torturing him into unconsciousness. Zoe does not believe Spaulding killed Madison, which he didn't. Because he's just not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell by people's body type and stuff if you take psychology of, body language says a lot. And Spaulding ain't not that type of person. But he is that type of person who would do anything to protect the woman he loves. Which is Fiona. But they don't know that. Speaking of Fiona is receiving chemotherapy when she unexpectedly starts reading minds of those around her, an ability she never had before. Unnerved, she removes her IV line and tries to leave, but the doctor convinces her to resume her treatment. She prepares Cordelia's room when her daughter enters with Hank. She is unhappy with the significance of Fiona's flower selection. Cordelia brushes against Hank, and it leads to another vision of Hank's infidelity. Cordelia confronts him about it, but he stammers. She drives him away. A touch from Fiona shows a vision of Myrtle's execution. Cordelia is aghast that Fiona didn't tell her. Fiona leaves her daughter to her grief. Missy waters her garden in the swamp, including Myrtle's body gestating in the mud. Kyle arrives and she bathes him. He records when she tries to clean his intimate parts because he's reliving his mother's abuse, so it's all that shock because he been to it before, he comes back to life and he goes through it again. It's kind of like, it's too much, and I used to just feel bad for him, like, oh, poor Kyle, you just want to hug him, like, it's gonna be okay, that evil woman is gone. That's all you kind of like you want to do, is like you feel so sorry for him, like, to go through that. Like, no person should have to go through that. He thrashes around, violently wrecking Misty's possession. When he smashes her radio, that was it. He broke the Stevie Nicks. That was it. Misty had enough. That's it. He broke the Stevie Nicks. Misty couldn't take no more. He broke the Stevie Nicks. You ain't gonna come up here and break my Stevie Nicks. Ooh, baby, ooh, ooh. Anyway, so Zoe arrives and says she's taking them both out of here. Zoe tethers Kyle to the wall in Cordelia's greenhouse, while Zoe urges Misty to do what she can for Madison. Reluctantly, Misty agrees, initially assuming that Madison is too far gone. With the power of both witches, Madison is restored, and while they bring her back to life, due to the fact that she is dead, she has to expel the parasites from her body. So we got blood coming out, we got green muck stuff, we got roaches and grass. Ugh, it was just gross. Like, I'm so glad I had dinner before I watched that. Oh, whew. Some things you should not watch while eating. So then we have Hank shows up at Cornrow City, and Marie is not surprised to see him. He heads inside, telling her they have a problem. Marie has hired Hank, who is a witch hunter who has been undercover for 6 years. Oh, so that explains all, especially with the redhead, and I'm about to tell you why. Kaylee was one of them, who's passed as a pyrokinetic, who responded to her boyfriend's refusal to marry her by immolating him, is shown in a flashback. And that's the redhead that he was screwing and he ends up killing. Maria thinks Hank has gone soft and is upset at the witch's recent action. She's upset by the action because, one, they especially with Fiona, they with her cutting off the head of Bathsheba and digging up her enemies. And she said, if I buried a fat cracker bitch and I buried her for she has a whole freaking speech right now. I'm like, holy shit. I don't know what it is about when the show's about when the show deals with racism, especially within this case with American Horror Story, because that's some of the themes that they got going on is, witchcraft, is voodoo. You deal with race relations. So I don't know what it is, but it's like once you add in those racial epithets, it's like the situation of the racism becomes even more intense with between blacks and whites. You got Mary LeBeau, saying that, referring to Madame LaLaurie, As I buried that fat cracker bitch. I expected that bitch to say buried. I'm like, she was serious. And then same thing on Madame LaLaurie is when she called her what she called her? She called Maria Laveau a nigger. I think a nigger witch. It's something like that. It's like racial epithets just adds more intensity to it for some random reason. It just adds more intensity to it because we all know those. Because we all, I mean, in American history, when it comes to certain things of America's past, we like to shun away from it. You know, act like it didn't happen, try to forget that it happened. But the point is, it did happen. And constantly trying to sugarcoat it or throw it under the rug is not going to do much. You're supposed to learn from history so the crap don't repeat again in the future. If you stop sugarcoating situations, then it shouldn't be a problem in the future because now you're bringing it to light. And especially within today, we should be able to, as adults, whether we black, white, Asian, Latin American, we should be able, as adults, to come together and speak and talk reasonably without being so, oh my God, your ancestors did this, and your ass, we should be able to talk as civilized people, without getting so hot-headed. But, we sweep things under the rug and try to forget that it happens, and then we have situations that pop up like this Halloween, which I will actually talk about in the video, is ridiculous. But anyway, back to the show. Maria demands that Hank bring her all the heads of the witches as soon as possible, or she will kill him. So now we realize that Hank is a witch hunter, which I'm pretty sure is going to definitely break Cordelia's heart, because I mean her heart's already broken because she didn't got visions of her man sleeping around with other women. But my thing is though, as a witch hunter, is that part of the job to sleep with the women you're supposed to kill? I'm just saying, I don't think that's part of the job to have sex with the witch then kill her. What is you, a black widow? You know what I'm saying? Is he the black widow witch hunter? Sleep with you then kill you? Like what the hell? That's what I think that's what black widows do. They mate with their partners then kill the male. So he's like the male version of a black widow. That's what I'm thinking. Like, dude, I don't think that's part of the job unless you just trying to. Anyway, I just don't think that's part of being a witch hunter because I never seen Sam and Dean do it. Even though Sam and Dean have slept with an angel and a demon. You know what? That's bad examples. Anyway, the girls then swear secrecy about Madison's return and Kyle. Because obviously, that means they would, with Kyle, they deal with a spell that's way advanced for them. And that was Madison and Zoe. And Madison returning when she was supposed to be dead. Nobody knows that. Especially when they find out it's Fiona. So they want Missy to stay, but Missy, she detects some bad vibes in this place and she wants to leave, which I don't blame her. Cause this about to go down and she don't want to be nowhere around there. It is about to go down between Maria Laveau and these witches. It's about to go down. So Cordelia then locates a pill and detects the Axeman's spirit at the foot of her bed. He remarks that he was killed in her room. Madison's recovery is slow. She chokes on some ginger ale while the other girls question her. All Madison remembers is red and darkness. The Axeman wants release and says that Zoe went back on her deal, leaving him in between worlds. He chases Cordelia around the room. Chopping up furniture and threatening her. The girls hear her cries but are unable to get to her. Zoe on instinct locates the incantation she needs and chants it. Unbeknownst to them, this has given the Axeman enough substance to reform, and he walks out of the academy whistling to the beat of a new world. He finds Fiona in the bar and offers her a drink. Now, what I thought was funny about the Axeman is the fact that last time he was in, the world, it was 1919. We was in the jazz age. So when he leaves the academy, there's this black car rolling by blasting freaking hip-hop music. Like, hey! And he just looking like, what? How long have I been gone? I just find that so funny when they do stuff like that in movies or television shows where a character has died in a certain time frame, like either 1900s or 1800s. Then they come back to the future. Then they awaken in the future. And then they look like... And it's always... For some reason, it's always a hip-hop song that is usually played in front of the person. It's like... how long have I been gone? Or in case of Madame LaLaurie, when she woke up, They had her watching Barack Obama become president, and she was tearing. She was crying her ass off like, "Oh my God, what has happened to this country?" I just thought that was so funny. I don't know what it is about that, but it's just like hilarious to me. You come to New World, you just see a car pass by and blasting about zoom zoom zoom. What the heck? What the heck? Like, that's so funny to me. Anyway, that was American Horror Story. The Axeman Cometh, the 6th episode of this 3rd season. The next episode will be titled The Dead. And I will see you guys next Wednesday. Comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Ooh, and tell me what you think about, tell me what you think about the characters and whatnot, I will see you guys next time. Bye.